Folks, do you remember, maybe some of you are old enough to remember, on television in the 80s and 90s, there used to be commercials for various companies, and the commercials were kind of like trying to convey that these companies are involved in making like a lot of things that we use every single day, or producing the plastics and or the chemicals that go into many things. Companies like 3M, companies like Dow, DOW. There was another company I remember commercials for, a company called BASF. They had commercials for the company. Folks, I didn't know that BASF was involved in making stuff. First of all, I didn't even know it was a German company. Second of all, I didn't know that it was involved in making stuff for Hitler. What were they making primarily? Zyklon B. Zyklon B, as we know, guys, it was the chemical that was thrown, those metal cans, into the gas chambers. Eventually, folks, the company that BASF merged with, I forget the name of the company, it's a German company, was dissolved, and BASF was sold off for billions. One of the scions, one of the people that inherited, what is it called? Some money from that. Is a lady by the name of Marlene Engel something. I forget the last part of that last name. She inherited about $27 million from this BASF, and that's the legacy. The legacy is that company made Zyklon B. So, who is this Marlene? Citizen of Germany, and she decided that she's a fan of Palestine, a fan of the Palestinians, and she is going to be going on the next Gaza Flotilla. My friends, a friend of mine pointed out that these beings, these creatures, right, they gilgul, they reincarnate in every generation, and there is seemingly no punishment for them. That's what he pointed out. I don't know if that's true to be exact, but folks, what I do know is that if you had any doubt that these people are demon beasts, that this entire movement is absolutely demonic and absolutely connected to this entity called Amalek, you have your proof. As if we needed proof, but it just further shows. My friends, it's like literally some kind of what I call spiritual genetics, spiritual inheritance on the part of these demons. I mean, you can't make this up. Inherited a fortune, $27 million from the selling off of the company that made Zyklon B to kill millions of Jews in the Holocaust, and now is on the Gaza Flotilla. Now you could say, guys, in her head, in their stupid little head of hers, maybe she is thinking, well, just like a few other Europeans, the Jews learned from my grandparents, and now they're doing to the Palestinians what was done to them. Folks, I mean, this is what they're saying. This is what a lot of them think. Like, it's almost as if she's overlooking the fact, right? I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt for a second, that these demons from hell, from Gaza, came into the kibbutzim. They did what they did, which I won't describe. We all know what they did. And they filmed it. Just like the Nazis would film stuff. Folks, the Nazis would film everything they did. They kept meticulous notes. Interestingly enough, guys, these guys filmed everything. The craziest part of it is, these guys are worse than the Nazis because the Nazis admitted it. They were taken to all kinds of trials, and they admitted it. These guys, they film it, and then you call them out on it, and they deny it. Not only did they deny it, they accuse us of doing what they actually did and filmed. So, my friends, whatever the reason is that she supports this entity, whatever the reason is she wants to go on a flotilla, my friends, we have absolute confirmation that this is a demonic movement. Like, there should be no doubt in your mind anymore. There should be zero doubt. There's no doubt that this is absolutely demonic. We know like we know, guys. As we've been saying. Alright, guys. I'll talk to you soon.